What's up, nerdlings?
What is up, nerdlings?
Do you nerd for BransonCon pickups?
This is Tom and Lacey, collecting all the things, searching from here to there, finding comic book tables, house Legos, and action figures, retro gaming, amiibos, and inventories. Watch as they collect them all. Tom Lacey collecting right now.
Alright, nerdlings, we've done a whole video about our experience and the floor tour of BransonCon 2020, but now let's take a look at some of the stuff that we picked up there, because let's face it, one of the best things about going to conventions are checking out all the sweet booths, talking to the vendors, doing some wheeling and dealing, doing some haggling, get some good deals on stuff, and finding stuff that you just can't get anywhere else, or stuff that if you can get anywhere else, you're just going to get it here because maybe it's a little easier and possibly cheaper.
Merchandising.
In no particular order, but since the main man himself, Kevin Sorbo,
Hercules!
was the headliner for BransonCon 2020, there's plenty of Kevin Sorbo love here. First of all, hey, check it out. Look, I got a VIP pass. This was to watch an episode of Hercules with the man himself while he did some commentary. What's cooler than that?
My VIP pass with his autograph.
Speaking of passes, we also got a press nerd pass. Now, this was actually to get in and interview Kevin, but we did not get a chance to do that. Time was just not on our side. And speaking of Hercules, extra, read all about it in the Branson Globe.
Front cover.
This was just something that they put out, but come on, you got Hercules on the cover. You're not going to pass it up. In a time of myth and legend, when the ancient gods were awesome and autographed photos for you.
So after the panel, we got to do a meet and greet there and get pick out a print that we wanted signed and get a picture with him. So we went with our favorite cast here with Aeolus, Hercules, Xena, and Gabrielle herself.
Gabrielle.
Yeah, well, Aeolus and and we can't forget Xena.
Oh, right.
Xena,
Yeah, no, trust me, I wouldn't be turning Lucy Lawless away
No,
either.
those long legs of hers.
Hachi machi.
And it does say, to Tom and Lacey, all my best, Kevin Sorbo. And there's our picture that we got during that meet and greet. And they put me in the middle just to show how short I really am.
That's cracking me up.
When we went to the VIP screening, we again got to do an autograph signing and pictures. This one they just did on your cell phone. And this time I made sure that Kevin was in the middle so that we could see just how short Tom is next to Mr. Hercules.
And the Hercules hype train continues.
Woo-hoo!
I got my own autograph picture because for the VIP package, we each got one.
Yes.
So I went the Hercules route, and he said, to Tom, stay strong, Kevin Sorbo.
And I chose the Andromeda picture, which still weirds me out just a little bit, even though I watched it, and it weirded me out then to see him with short hair. He says, to Lacey, XOXO, Kevin Sorbo.
Hey, come on, man. I'm standing right there.
No, you weren't. I made sure you were far away.
There is an amazing artist at some of the conventions we go to. Cartoons by Andie is a character artist who will do live commissions, meaning she draws what you want right then and there.
And she's super quick, too.
And since Kevin Sorbo was at BransonCon, we had her do up our avatars as Hercules and Xena.
Yep. And she asked if I wanted my dragon in there, and I was like, well, Xena doesn't have a dragon, but I love my dragon, and I'm so super happy because my dragon's got a sword in his mouth. So cute.
I love how great this looks.
Oh, I know.
It is such a fun picture.
I don't know, nerdlings, what do you think? Shirt material? What do you think?
A fun and very local to us nerdy shop called Collectomaniacs had a table, and that was pretty cool because you found...
I did.
a couple of things.
It's totes adorbs.
Oh my god.
But I found me a lovely Mara Dorbs. There she is in all of her glory, and she is so cute. I love her cute little sun hat just sitting on there with her little her little swimsuit. One of the things that I've always loved about the Bombshell Mara is her little anchor necklace, and they even put it on this little figure, so I think that is great. And she's got her little trident, and she's just ready for a fun day on the beach.
Totes Dorbs.
Totes Dorbs!
Well, I don't know if you can get much cuter than that, but you certainly tried.
I did try with this really cute Funko Pop, and it's called Smoots. Now, I have never seen this before. I've never heard of this line from the Wetmore Forest, but apparently Funko Pop created its own line of like mythical creatures. So I had never seen it before. I just thought this thing was freaking adorable. It's just an odd creature. I mean, like, he looks kind of like a lion and a frog and a rabbit. I mean, there's just all kinds of things going on here. He's so cute. I love his little tongue sticking out, those huge eyes. He's just so cute. He's definitely a different kind of Funko Pop.
Yeah,
he doesn't have that
is.
typical, like, big round head that the Funkos have.
Yeah, it is always fun when Funko takes a chance and kind of goes that little variant route.
To quote the other one, he's totes adorbs, too.
Totes adorbs.
Totes my goats. It's cray adorbs.
Totes my goats.
I got minifigs!
Of course she did.
Of course I did. Always have to visit my minifig booth, and I always have to find the ones I don't have yet. The first one I got, especially since there's a new movie getting ready to come out.
Yes.
I got Candyman.
Gotta be ready.
And he's all scary with the bees in his mouth and looking at his innards and whatnot in his hook hand. Hook.
You gonna stare in front of a Lego mirror and say his name 5 times?
No, because I'm not stupid.
Be my victim.
Next, I got like super Dark Phoenix here.
Jeez, yeah.
With her hair's on fire. But this is like black suit Dark Phoenix. But I thought she was really cool looking.
I like her hair. It's got like a translucent mold to it.
Yeah.
Enough! You are of no use to me!
And then next we got Breath of the Wild Link.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
My favorite Legend of Zelda game. And they did a really, really good job. I mean, that shield is like spot on.
Yeah, it is.
And he's got his arrows and his nice little blue uniform. I mean, they did a really, really good job with this one. And of course, I got the ghost with the most, Beetlejuice.
It's so cool that you found Beetlejuice.
I'm not going to say Beetlegeist's name one more time.
Yeah, that was a close call.
He's super cool.
Hey, Chuck, we come for your daughter.
That was pretty good.
We come for your daughter, Chuck.
And everybody's newest favorite, Dark Ray.
Awesome. My only problem with this minifig is no teeth.
I know, the teeth, that was the best part. And I did lift her helmet off just to check to see, and no, it's not
No
on the other
alternate
side.
face.
No, but they do have her double lightsaber when it was the up one. So I thought that's a really cool touch. I got Indiana Jones and a really cool dinosaur, and who doesn't want Indiana Jones to be riding a dinosaur?
Aw, he's riding Stiggy around.
Yeah, but I love this new design that they've got going on here. This kind of like almost psychedelic look to the Jurassic Park dinosaur. So I thought that was kind of fun. And I had to get me an Indiana Jones because I didn't have one yet. But I thought,
I'm kind of surprised you
I
didn't.
know, I'm surprised either. But I thought once I got the 2 of them, I was like, that's perfect. I'll just have Indy riding the dinosaur all the time.
And he totally would too, even though that thing belongs in a museum.
So do you!
Well, she didn't just do little toys.
No, I did a big one here. I got the God Killer. I mean, this is a pretty good quality, and it's really long.
Look at all the runes in the blade.
Yeah, that is some really good details there.
Maybe swords aren't your thing. Maybe you want something a little more unique, like the blades
of chaos. Those are so cool. I was so excited when I saw these. The minute I saw these, I knew we were coming home with these. It did not matter, and they were a great price too. I was super excited about these.
Looks like we're on a god-killing chain gang.
They're like friendship blades.
Friendship. This time around, we're gonna get them. We're gonna kill the gods. God killer buddies.
Fun fact, though, that kind of goes along with these Blades of Chaos.
Hello, brother.
Who was in a God of War game?
Kevin Sorbo did the voice of Hercules in the God of War game.
Who is Hercules? Well, it was me for 7 years on TV, so this is a whole different look. I didn't quite have that look.
But a different kind of Hercules.
Very different, yes.
While I was stuck cleaning the Augean stables, he chose you to destroy Ares.
They called them labors. Ha! This time I will destroy you.
Time of the gods has come to an end.
Just in case you guys were starting to think this was the Lady Lacy show, I actually did pick up something myself from Broodal Arts and Collectibles. I got Roy.
We finally found him.
Roy Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th, Part 5. He was one of the NECA figures that I was missing in the Jason line. And we saw him one time out and about, passed on him because it was Roy. Who wants Roy? And never saw him again. It was a mistake. Look at all of the great little implements of death he comes with.
He's got some great weapons. I mean, he's got a spike, he's got a nail, a stick. He has the belt that he used on the tree and everything.
The road flare. And of course, you can take off his mask and see that goofy face.
Oh,
Surprise!
gosh.
It's not Jason at all.
See, I feel like he needs to be displayed without the mask, just because he looks so ridiculous.
Don't be ridiculous.
Recently, we found a new artist and comic creator in Eldon Cowgur at Astray, and oh my gosh, we finally got some of his comics. We cannot wait to jump into these.
Oh, I know, I'm super excited. Again, it has that really awesome, like almost suede cover to it.
Love suede.
And the artwork is just gorgeous. The inking, the coloring, everything is amazing. Super duper excited. This is chapters 1 and 2, and then chapter 3 here, and he's working on chapter 4.
And look at some of these pages. Look at how small these frames are. The man puts a ton of work into this.
He is the author, the artist, the drawer, the inker. I mean, he does every bit of it.
He even does the coloring. I can't believe he's a one-man show like this.
It's awesome.
He had a pretty great deal. If you bought 2 of his books, you also got a free print. And come on, we're not going to pass that down.
No, I loved how colorful it is. And you got the big old creature on the front. His wings are all spread out. You got some swords on there. There's just some great stuff.
Now, Eldon's art is so incredible. And it is what drew me to his table initially. But that coloring, I can't express enough how amazing that coloring is. It's seriously like nothing I've seen in a comic before.
This right here, this big circle, is what really drew me to this one. It was just, I mean, just the way they blend on to the next one, and they're just really gorgeous.
Now, of course, whenever possible, there will be links to the vendors that we bought from, especially the artists and creators, because, guys, you need to check out Eldon's work. Please do. He's making the convention run, but if he's not coming anywhere near you, at least get his stuff sent right to your door, because it's too good to pass up. When it comes to incredible art and incredible colors, we were so happy Musetap Studios were on hand. They did not have any more of the pinup console girls. They said that they actually forgot to bring those. But there's no problem picking out a couple of other prints anyway.
And this time I actually chose 2 prints that were original art. And I really love squid, and stingrays are another creature I really like. But I just love this like squid girl because like she's all squid. Looks like she's wearing a squid hat. Her hair is tentacles. You know, she's got the tentacles down here. It's just so clever. She's just so squid.
That's so squid.
That's so squid.
But seriously, it's a gorgeous piece of art, and the coloring is just amazing.
It's just so pops. It's just awesome. The next thing I went with, I love jellyfish. Basically, I like sea creatures. I went with this like jellyfish girl, and once again, just like the squid, she's got the jellyfish like hat with her hair as the tentacles. Her skirt is jellyfish tentacles. I love the coloring on this one, even though it's more of like kind of the same coloring. It just pops the way she's highlighted it. Amazing. I just love it.
All of the lining on this picture too, it makes me think of almost like an electrical charge. Like maybe that's the sting of the jellyfish girl.
That's a really good way to describe that.
We went with a pairing of pictures that we've actually been meaning to pick up for a long time.
Now the fun thing about this was a Valentine's gift to each other. They do the men and women of X-Men for each other for Valentine's Day, so we just fell in love with it and had to go with it.
So they are a little more risque pieces, but since they're in the locker room, I mean, that's kind of what you're expecting.
It's probably, I would say, about PG-13.
You are a pervert!
They're so fun. I mean, first of all, yeah, you see a lot of Mystique here, but let's face it, she was naked in the movies anyway. But you've got Psylocke and Rogue. There's Kitty Pryde. She's a little more covered up than most of the other girls. X-23, Jubilee in the background. Phoenix, I don't know about her eyes glowing like that already. And then Storm right up front. But it's so fun because it's kind of that... It's like that moment where you've opened the door and oops! And everyone's just kind of staring at you and you're like, I'm not supposed to be here. Or am I?
They spotted me.
And then we've got the men of X-Men, and you've got Gambit right up front there, showing off the goods. We've got Colossus here. He's working out, getting those metal muscles going strong.
Of course he is.
We got some Beast and Nightcrawler in the background over here. Magneto making it really, really hard for Colossus to lift that. We got Wolverine and Bishop here, just kind of chilling, waiting for their turn in the showers. We've got Psyche here in the showers, and then you've got Cable over here putting his gym clothes away.
Hope Cable's arm doesn't get rusty. Something fun is that this is actually not the only companion piece they have in their set, so hopefully we might be picking up some more.
Yes.
They're kind of like basically two-part pictures that
I
go
really
together.
like those.
But it's real fun to see stuff like that, and of course, I mean, the X-Men fans that we are, we couldn't resist.
Oh yeah.
And hey, if you're going for the more risque prints, why not just go with a Bowsette print?
Oh yeah. Now I know you prefer the red-headed Bowsette, but I really like this one because too often I haven't really liked a lot of the faces that some people do for their Bowsettes, and I really enjoyed her face. I liked her dress, her outfit, and everything. You can kind of see her tail back here, and she's being a bit naughty, ripping a regular Peach picture in half, and Mario over here doesn't seem to mind too much.
Yeah, of course he doesn't. Now, this print was actually in a completely different booth, but it does have the artist information here, Eric Hodson. So we're going to have to check out some more work by him.
Uh-huh.
The next is actually a very special gift from Dragonfest. They gave us these Dragon Note cards. The really cool thing about these is that all of the artwork on these cards is original art by the students of the Infinity Academy.
The only stipulation was the art had to include dragons. That was it. And some of the kids did some really neat things. Music notes that they did in the shape of a dragon. One of them, somebody who really liked ghosts. The ghosts are dressed like dragons. I mean, there's just some really, really cool cards here.
This is such a great way to see some of that original art by the kids put out on display. And that was something that we loved about Dragonfest, was the fact that the original canvas prints they had done were on display for everybody to see. So having them in a form like this to where, you know, you could send them out to people and have them on display in your own home and your friend's home and family's home. I love this. This is a fantastic idea to share that art. Thank you guys so much for that. That was way too kind of you.
So, what's with the big black crow feather?
This, just a memento. I got a feather. A memento. What about you? What's all this up here?
I'm sorry, what? Speak up? Speak up?
Yeah, what's going on here?
Well, I'm glad you asked, because there's this really cool booth there called Irresistibles, and they are handmade ears that are put on with little barrettes, and everybody in the convention was walking around with these, and I was getting super jealous, so I had to go find this booth, and I picked me out some ears that I thought looked the best with me, and they're just super fun to wear. You like my ears?
Those are very cute.
Why, thank you.
It's a little scratch behind
it. But that's not the only wearable that I got.
Oh, that's right. I might have had a hand in this one.
Yeah. Yeah, you did. You bought me a super duper cute little bracelet here of horror characters. You've got your fun Pennywise on here, and then in between each character's face is like a little drop of blood. And then you've got Michael Myers and a chainsaw. We got Freddy Krueger and his glove hand, Jason Voorhees and a knife. We got Chucky, we got Ghostface, and we got an axe. And these are like really good, decent, thick charms. I love it. Thank you very much.
Oh, hey, you're welcome.
And it makes a fun jingly noise.
And of course, we got some sweet BransonCon shirts.
Can't go to convention without getting shirts, and these are lovely shirts that say BransonCon 2020. I have one more wearable that I got at the convention. But I made these. Ta-da! Oh man, they smell so good. These are my bracers that I made in Bruce Holt's Forged in Foam workshop class that he likes to put on. And let me tell you guys, if you can ever get into one of his workshops, I highly, highly recommend you take him. He is super awesome. He is super informative. He is so helpful. He loves teaching, and he has a great way to teach you so that it's very easy for you to pick up what's going on. And he can turn anybody into an artist and a costumer. If he can turn me into one, he can turn anybody into one. He is so encouraging. But this was so much fun. We got to build them. We covered them with leather. Then we put the other different leather strips on them. We put the grommets in them. We put the rivets in them. We got to pick out our decorations and everything. And then we laced them all up and just had a blast making these. And I did get Bruce to sign up for me.
And best of all, for anybody that is interested, there is a separate video that's going to be about Bruce and the class, showing the whole process, you know, how fun it was. And there were people in there making all kinds of things too. Yep. Some people were doing the shield class that he had done before. And there were some people that, even though they didn't want to exactly make shield, they followed a similar template and made some pretty sweet Mandalorian wall art.
Yeah. And then once our class was over, we got to go out on stage and show these off to everybody. And that was also a lot of fun. Nerve-wracking, but fun.
You did an awesome job on these.
Bruce
they
makes
look
it really
so
easy.
Cool, and what an awesome keepsake, especially when it's one that you made yourself.
Yep. These are one-of-a-kind original pieces that nobody else will ever have. So that's what's so exciting about them.
At this point, we'd love to remind you guys to leave a like on the video if you happen to like it. Drop some comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and
don't forget to like us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And we've got merchandise over on TeePublic. Check us out on the Retro Refresh. If we like it,
we nerd it. Totally
for BransonCon. When we did the panel, we went over and we picked out an autograph picture for our... Ready?
Yeah.
I know I couldn't read it either.
Okay, good.
I'm like, smug?
I know, I was like, still... Well, see, I was like, still smile? Face drop. That makes sense, because he's Hercules. Paul, come on, man.
And I love...
Paul, we're still in here where you left us.
Maybe you want some blades of chaos.
Here's the blades. There's the chaos. Just in case you guys were starting to think this was the Lady Lacy show.
Because I don't know. Freddy's little growly hands. Growly hands?
His glove. Just call it a damn glove. Not growly hands. Growly hands.
I don't know where they came from. These are individual. That's the word I was trying to say. Ready?
Aries!
Wonder Woman!
Wait a sec. We're both trying to kill Ares. I've never felt this way before. My quest. I'm no longer alone. Ah!
Like, oh my god.
Yeah, Bruce knows nothing of your laugh.